Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to do a page share, an album, actually a whole bunch of pages right here, and these are mostly children's pages and summer pages. So don't forget to subscribe below, and I'll tell you right now, you can go to my website, meandmycricut.com. There's a link below, and there you'll find design space links for all of these pages. So let's begin. This is a beach page, and for a child, and I just had a great, really cute photo of her. When I have some good ones, I blow them up to 5x7, and then I just use the 4x6s to on the opposite page. I like to feature it when I get a good picture, so I did that with this, and I just cut a large frame. I matted it with a lot of paper, so I just cut away so it looks like a frame by just cutting it at an angle. So I found beachy paper, of course, all the flip-flops all around, so I didn't have to do much with this. I just put a great big frame in the middle, added some flip-flops, a title, and this was from my stash. I had this cut out. It was already, I purchased it, and there's another one there. So on this page, it had this scene of sand and a palm tree, so I used this. It coordinates with it. So I just use the bright colors from this side. I repeated in a 8-inch square for the background. And then I did, this is from Paper Doll Teen Scene, a girl in a bathing suit. And then this cute little critter leaning on a beach ball, and then the pail and sand, because that's exactly what she was doing. So I used the same colors as were in the photo. It's a very summery, kind of tropical page. Fun. Lots of fun. This is a single page. I don't do them very often, but my granddaughter, she's just holding some sunflowers. So I just did a theme, a sunflower theme. And then I did a fence and a gate all along the bottom for a border, and did some big sunflowers right up the whole side of the page. I embossed them and inked them and added little yellow flowers there. This is purple and yellow paper to coordinate, tie in with that, and just did You Are My Sunshine, because she certainly is. So this is a luau party. So I did tropical stuff, very tropical. These are Hawaiian flowers and all. This page took forever because I made all these with glitter, sukwang tape, cut them all out, and then glittered them in the different layers and different colors, and reassembled them. And I learned from doing that that I will never glitter indoors again. I will only glitter outside in the summer. So I don't think I have done any since, but it sure gets glitter everywhere. Anyway, it was fun to do. I'm glad I did it. They're beautiful hibiscus flowers. So I just, I went with the colors of their clothes and found a print, a Hawaiian print in the tropical colors, and did a border all along the bottom with a floral pansy punch, Martha Stewart's pansy punch. I used it on the side of this photo as well. And then I found a potted plant, because all the children were given a potted plant at this party. They went home with one, so they were quite delighted with their flowers. Added luau, because it was a Hawaiian party, and then did a beautiful frame with this image on it. This is from Cindy Lou cartridge, I believe. And added a pink flamingo just for fun. Some little flowers. Oh, this, I even glittered this border in multicolors of green. That was quite a job. So here's a fun page. The kids were visiting us and it was cold, but they were all in the hot tub. And she was sick and couldn't go in it. So she was bundled up outside and allowed to watch them because she was quite upset. So her mom always finds the most beautiful hats for these kids. I love the hat. It's just fits over her head and these tassels hang down. So I tried to recreate a hat like that. In Canada, we call knitted hats toques. We're the only country in the world with that name for a hat. And this one had a big pom-pom on the top too. So I recreated her hat and I had to add the tassels. So I just looped over paper and put a brad through to hold the tassels on there. Just use some coordinating papers. These are from an 8x8 pad that I have. They all coordinate. They're just 8x8. I used it up here. Did a border and a tassel, another tassel here, and love that hat. That's a Disney title, Love That Dog or Mouse. So I changed it and just put the word hat there, and found a toque on a bird image that was just kind of cute and funny, so I put that on this page. These are dies that I cut out just to fill in space here and there. Tuck them underneath. Our little one wanted to do theater, so she was in a production of The Wizard of Oz. So she was a munchkin in this production. So I titled it The Wizard of Oz and made a stage. There's the stage, so I did the curtains, created the stage scene, and did a Julie Nutting doll stamp here, dressed her in the same colors as my granddaughter was. Then I put a title on here. This is a spotlight image I found, and I just put a yellow light going and put our munchkin, because she is our little munchkin. And her mom gave her flowers after the production, so she felt pretty special, and that's her sister. So this paper is just a beautiful print, border print on this. So I used a coordinate to do all the drapes on this side. This is first day of school. My daughter-in-law always takes a photo of the kids by the front door on the first day of school. So I did, I really wanted to use my new Disney cartridge when I was doing this page. So I found an image of Rapunzel with her hand out like this. So I put an apple on her hand for the school image. There were apples on this. This is just a dollar store border punch. So anyway, I just did a wide band of paper that was all words on it about create, imagine, dream, inspirational words for school, and trimmed it with a border punch top and bottom, and did some matching frames for all of these. And that's a very simple page. I suggest when you do the Disney images that you do them large, especially the frozen ones. Okay, this is my granddaughter's first communion. I love how this page turned out. I guess it's just the colors and the way it worked. I just really like it. So they're all in black and white, but there's quite a yellow background, so it gave me a color scheme. I picked this multicolored print, and then a black and a yellow coordinate, and then a another coordinate with all the colors for a background. I did Kiwi Lane, great big border down here, big enough to hold 4x6, and I cut it in an oval so that it would flow. It's curvy, just like these borders. I then tucked in here half of a Martha Stewart circle punch. I did a 6-inch circle, cut it in half, and repeated that over here on the side of this photo. This too I cut in an oval because it's flowed like the borders do. Sometimes when I have a big bare spot on a photo, I have a favorite border corner punch, and so I just punch that there in the corner. So these are flourishes from Design Space. I just put here and there. This is these religious images. There's 2 cartridges. One of them's Inspired Heart that has all kinds of religious images. So I used that from there. Now this one is Father's Day. So the girls made things at school for their dad. This one made a tie, and so I did a big tie. Then the other one made her dad an iDad instead of an iPad. So I have some masculine paper, and I found ties, mustaches, and glasses on one sheet of paper, and so I cut it out like a border, and I repeated this over here. It went with my tie theme, so that then I decided I had some wooden mustaches, so I added those. Put a title, Best Dad Ever, and then I did a Julie Nutting doll stamp of a man there for my son and his kids. Oh, I did a tie bar. I put a metal family image there, title on that, and I used it as a tie bar. So this is a birthday. It's her birthday, and I just went with the colors from this great big gift bag that she's peeking out from. She's a little embarrassed from all the attention. So with all these wild colors, I found I had party paper, so I used balloons and board. I just picked the bold colors. I found this party paper and I used it for the bag. I repeated the gift bag with the green tissue in it. There's a title, A Gift for You, and then on these, this one, I just added a border on here in the same kind of colors. I did it there as well. That was one 12-inch border. I'm sure I just cut it and used it on both sides. That was a simple page. Kids at the park. So they're at the playground, and so I found I had used every park image there was, and then I saw this new image, so I was delighted to use that. I tucked it through a frame and put that over it at an angle. I had this in my stash as a title, and so I just used that. This I cut out of a banner out of paper. It was a chevron paper, and this was out of my stash as well. I didn't do any Cricut on this page. Maybe we had a power failure. Oh yeah, this is Cricut, but anyway, that's that one. And more park pages. That's why I need all the images from parks. They're always at the park. Okay, so this, I went with the color of her dress and the red apparatus at the park. So I found this pretty wild paper, and I went with that for a color scheme. It also had the green from the park. So I found a beautiful corner image. There's a cartridge of all corners, so it was new to me then. So I created this beautiful corner, and then I did a border from Design Space as well. This is a store-bought butterfly border, and then I turned it over and I filled in the back of some of these butterflies with blue and green because it didn't look good when I put it on this patterned frame. These are store-bought too. They're red glitter, like this one. So this frame is another image. I love finding frames in Design Space. These two I just did with a border punch, geometric, because it was kind of like this border and this frame. Very similar. Very simple page. Fun. Well, this is Frozen with Elsa and Anna. I strongly suggest you do these in large sizes when you do them on pages, like fit to page. So I found a multicolored print that had the purple and blue in it, and also the green, because her top is this seafoam green or jade green. Found that multicolored paper and made a border right across both pages with that. I got the theme from this bag. Her gift bag has Frozen on it. So here I created a border with the Martha Stewart punch around the page. This is the Deco Shell one. And I repeated the same border on the top of this, but in black. This frame, I used the same frame on both of these. And the same papers for all of the frames. I matted these in purple as well, to give it unity. Just flows when I do that. So now this child is always begging for treats. So hence I got my title, Pretty Please with a Cherry on Top. She always wanted to go for ice cream. So we did. This paper is craft paper with neon colors. And so they coordinate from that pad. I then just did a border all right across the middle. Did store-bought borders are here, and all these borders are store-bought ones that I used. I found lovely ice cream images for this in Design Space, and then because this has with a cherry on top, I did a couple of cherries there. Just added some cherry stickers, and it was quite a simple page. This is a frame from Elegant Edges. That's that page. This is just the anniversary waltz. It was my son's anniversary, so we said they should do a waltz, and the kids dove in, and the dog, and so the whole family was doing a waltz there. So I created a border here with this brown. The blue and camel is why I used that color scheme. So I found this multicolored print and did a border and a coordinate with it. Now this I had cut out in my stash, so I used it for the center, for the background for this frame. I just did concentric circles for framing that, and then I did a border punch circle, a circle punch, and tucked it behind there and put the title Anniversary Waltz on here. And I then did a cluster of silk flowers and just punched flowers, different things like that. I just did a cluster right there. There's another circle punch underneath here and a coordinating paper. That's that one. So, well, this is my cutie pie. She's modeling in her bathing suit. They're both real posers. I guess this whole generation are with their selfies. So I used multicolored print because it's a multicolored swimsuit. And then I did a Julie Nutting doll stamp in a bathing suit. Did this came with a cover up, so I did the cover up to match. Put a girl title on it and a dragonfly. Just fun papers that make this page and the bright colors. So that's the end of this album. So you can find design space links for all of my pages at my website. There's a link below. And please don't forget to subscribe below. Thank you for watching. Happy scrapping.